to Peter and Zoe. Now, we have a more serious interlude within the entertainment of the evening. We've got a sort of thought for the day type insert. It takes the form of a short drama starring, I'll introduce them and they'll come up on stage, hopefully, starring Richard Bradford as Tree 1. David Surtees as Tree 2. And Stephen Hurst as Tree 3. Now, seriously, there are not meant to be any laughs in this. It is a serious item. It was performed as a recent lunch at the Free Church. Owen and Brian Whitney thought that it would make a nice insert into our programme, but notice they're not here. So, our drama repertory company, with me as narrator, present Make It a Great Day. Once there were 3 trees on a hill in the woods. They were discussing their hopes and dreams.
Someday, I hope to be a treasure chest. I could be filled with gold, silver and precious gems. I could be decorated with intricate carving, and everybody would see the beauty.
Someday, I will be a mighty ship. I will take kings and queens across the waters and sail to the corners of the world. Everyone will feel safe in me because of the strength of my hull.
I want to grow to be the tallest and straightest tree in the forest. People will see me at the top of the hill and look up at my branches and think of the heavens and God and how close to them I am reaching. I will be the greatest tree of all time, and people will always remember me.
After a few years of praying that their dreams would come true, a group of woodsmen came upon the trees.
One of them came up to me and he said, "This looks like a strong tree. I think, nay, I know I will be able to sell the wood to a carpenter." And he began to cut me down.
The tree was happy because he thought that the carpenter would make him into a treasure chest.
When he came to me, the woodsman said, "This looks like a strong tree. I should be able to see it to sell it to the shipyard."
The second tree was happy because he thought he was on his way to becoming a mighty ship.
When the woodsman came to the third tree, the tree was frightened, because he thought that if they cut him down, his dreams would never come true.
One of the woodsmen said, "I don't need anything special from my tree. I'll take this one." And he cut it down.
When I arrived at the carpenter's, I was made into a feed box for animals. I was placed in a barn and filled with hay. This was not what I prayed for.
I was cut and made into a small fishing boat. My dreams of being a mighty ship and carrying kings had come to an end.
I was cut into long pieces and left alone in the dark.
The years went by and the trees forgot about their dreams.
Then, one day, a man and a woman came into the barn. She gave birth, and they placed the baby in the hay in the feed box that was made from my wood. The man had wished that he could have made the crib for the baby, but this manger had to do. The tree could feel the importance of the event, and I knew that I held the greatest treasure of all time.
Years later, a group of men got in a fishing boat made from the second tree. One of them was tired and went to sleep. While they were out on the water, a great storm arose and the tree didn't think it was strong enough to keep the men safe. The men woke the sleeping man, and he stood and said, "Peace." And the storm stopped. At this time, I knew that I had carried the King of Kings in my boat.
Finally, somebody came and got me. I was carried through the streets as the people mocked the man who was carrying me. When they came to a stop, the man was nailed to me, and I was raised into the air, and he was there to die on the top of a hill. When Sunday came, I came to realise that I was strong enough to stand at the top of the hill and be as close to God as was possible, because Jesus had been crucified.
The moral of this story is that when things don't seem to be going your way, always know that God has a plan for you. If you place your trust in Him, God will give you great gifts. Each of the trees got what they wanted, just not in the way they'd imagined. We don't always know what God's plans are for us. We just know that His ways are not our ways, but His ways are always best. May your day be blessed, and until we meet again, may God cradle you in the palm of His hand. The three trees.